walk out on strike at midnight tonight. The locals that are not yet called to join the stand-up strike will continue working under an expired agreement.
We begin with breaking news out of Detroit tonight as UAW members around the country will go on strike less than an hour from now. Within the last hour, union leaders speaking on the latest developments in the negotiations for a new contract. Good evening, I'm Fevin Cassahune. The union saying for the first time in history it will go on strike against all three of the nation's major automakers and what they're calling a stand-up strike. That means workers at different plants will be called to stand up and strike at random by the union. And as of midnight tonight, only 3 plants in Detroit, Toledo, and Wentzville, Missouri will be walking off the assembly line. Now, some 3,500 union workers will in Western New York across 3 major plants in our region. More than 700 of those workers are at the Ford stamping plant in Hamburg. And more than 2,700 UAW members work at the 2 GM plants in Lockport and the town of Tonawanda. The GM powertrain plant is where we find our Jocelyn Person live tonight, gauging the pulse of this community as it prepares for a strike.
Well, Fevin, I'm out here at the GM powertrain plant here in the town of Tonawanda, where workers might come out and strike at any day now. Now, I did speak to a representative from the UAW who tells me that the big 3 automakers are not taking the union's proposals seriously.
We don't want to strike. However, we feel that if our labor is not valued, we will definitely withhold our labor from these companies, and that's the ultimate power that we have.
Nearly 150,000 UA members across the country, including thousands here in Western New York, putting their foot down and teaming up to fight for better pay and benefits. The UAW Region 9 Assistant Director of Western New York, Raymond Jensen, tells me the Big 3 is not doing right by its employees.
The Big 3 have made $21 billion in the first 6 months alone. They've made $250 billion in profit in the last 10 years. The CEO's pay has gone up 40% in the last 4 years, while our membership struggles to pay their bills. So the offers that they consider generous, or whatever their terminology is miles apart from where we need to be.
Down the street from the Ford stamping plant facility is where the Woodlawn Diner would cater to many Ford workers. I spoke with the owner of the diner, Keith Hooper. He tells me this strike hits home for him.
For over 16 years, I was a United Steelworker. So I've been in 2 separate occasions where I was actually in a strike line. So I kind of know where it's at. And, you know, I wish the guys the best, and if locally here, if they do go on strike, I'm sure we'll be down there helping them out and supporting them.
Keith believes this strike won't necessarily impact his business.
But we do get quite a few employees that do come in due to the fact that we're basically lunching our breakfast and lunch. I'm not sure about the other places as far as their dinners would go for their later shifts.
But he is standing strong with all UAW members.
I wish the guys the best, and if locally here, if they do go on strike, I'm sure we'll be down there helping them out and supporting them.
Meantime, the UAW is asking for your support.
We just ask that the community be understanding and just help out if one of our locals is called upon to go on strike here in Western New York.
Now, Raymond of the UAW did tell me that if the proposal is not where it needs to be, then they will continue to go on strike until a solution has been made. In Tonawanda, Jocelyn Person, 7 News.
Jocelyn, thank you.